Love skateboards.
The pre-show to the pre-show. With 1 minute to go.
It's not the pre-show. This is the pre-show. This is where we have all that smart banter.
Yeah.
You didn't get a water for yourself?
Yo, you know...
Thank you for this water, Alex. I'm parched.
Well, oh, you didn't have to close the door, Alex. Ah, it doesn't
It's
matter.
fine, whatever. We need less background noise.
Oh shit, it is. It's already time. You guys ready?
Nope.
Alright,
Nope.
well, I'm
Not
just
ready.
gonna do this really
Nope.
quick.
Not ready.
And
Stop
hold
it.
on a second.
Stop it.
Alright, I'm muting this for 1 second.
Skateboard.
And...
You're listening to the Three Heads Podcast.
Skateboarding's for life.
Skateboarding.
How we're just talking.
It's
talking
for
about me.
life.
We're just talking about Nico.
Oh, does he
And how his friends, if they do ever listen to the show when he's on, they're gonna be like, they're not talking about skateboards. Skateboards for life.
Actually, you know what's
Do you
funny?
even play lacrosse?
Did you see?
Do you even lift skateboards?
Did you see his
Oh, the last one,
Yeah.
I took your bitch.
I took.
What? So on Instagram, this our cousin
Okay, yeah.
Nico, he's lying down with all of his clothes on in a pool, but he's on top of a flotation device. And the caption of the picture is, "I just stole your bitch." Is that what it is?
And I'm gonna do this now.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. No, but
That was the
Look how
best caption I've
I
ever
didn't
seen in
realize
all
this
of my
kid was
life.
so funny.
look how many likes he has.
He has like 400 likes.
It's like 273 likes.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
God.
I posted gold, and if I can break 11 or the names change to the numbers, I feel great.
Yeah, I know. That's what I strive for. When we like upload pictures and stuff, we strive for at least more than 10.
Yeah.
So that means it gets to like the actual number and not like, you know, a bunch of names on the bottom there for Instagram.
10.
Oh, look at this. He had a video of him playing guitar, 512 views.
You know what? That
Oh
makes
my
me
God.
sick.
Can I hold on?
He has no talent.
I like to wait. Wait before we continue. I'd like to point out that I have a new clip that I want to test out on you guys. Are you ready?
A new clip?
Yeah. You ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
People think that I eat too many chocolate bars.
That was old, man. Look at that one. Nico's like wearing some Versace retro glasses.
Did you? My comment's hilarious.
I'm
on
gonna
that.
punch him in his mouth one of these days.
I know that we're starting the podcast on.
Podcast.
We're talking
podcast.
Canadian with the podcast.
We're kind of starting the podcast on
Play some hacky.
on a topic that really doesn't matter. Holy shit!
You know what? It hits close to home because I'm thinking about this quite a bit.
Are you to become a skateboarder?
No, is that what we were talking about? I thought we were talking about the other thing.
What other thing?
I don't know.
Kids,
Children.
Oh yeah, children drinking.
Isn't that what you were gonna?
Yeah, I know, but
Wait a second.
how
wait
does
a
that
second, wait
hit
a
close to
second.
home? I don't understand.
No, it doesn't. But wait a second. Let's keep on this whole thing about you know, not kids but like teenagers and their weird. What would you call them?
Angst?
Fetishes?
No.
Angst.
Sounds too sexual.
Okay,
Isn't
weird.
it angst?
No,
Angst?
not angst. Like I'm saying, like the things that they enjoy doing, like skateboarding,
Hobbies.
or like lacrosse, or what's the other one? Hacky sack. Do they do a lot of hacky sack nowadays?
Nah.
They
The
used
fuck
to
is
back when
hacky
I was
sack?
in high school and college.
Oh, hacky sack.
Remember hacky sack?
Yeah.
That was
You have a
awesome.
sack full of hacky.
That's right, hacky sack.
Oh, buddy.
I don't know. I don't like teenagers nowadays. They all suck.
Actually, you know, they had a really good
Skateboarding is for life.
they had a really good topic on who was that? Hold on a second.
Who's Red Mamba?
Who's Red Mamba?
Are they related to the Black Mamba?
No, Red Mamba's what's his face? That's
Jim?
Mark?
that's Sean.
Who's Sean?
Oh, Sean is our other associate.
Our other associate out of
Oregon.
No,
Origami.
correspondent. You
Correspondent.
fucking idiots.
Correspondent.
Associate?
They can be an associate.
Fine, you're an
They're
associate,
associated with us.
more or less.
Also,
Hi,
Bill,
Sean.
Sean's on.
Oh, and Billy's on.
on.
And mind you, can I just discuss what happened on last week's show? I haven't uploaded it yet to SoundCloud yet because I'm trying to like. I'm trying. You know what? I'm trying to edit all the crap that Billy was talking about out because it was just so awful.
What the hell are you talking about, man? Cigars.
Cigars, and mustaches and beards.
Hey, like, don't make fun of him. You can't defend.
I don't give a
This is
shit.
the best time to make fun of him. He's not here.
I was trying to make fun of him
He's
the
not
last
here
time, but
to-
he's too loud.
He's not here to talk over us.
Billy. Fuck you, Tom. Yo, but seriously,
Fuck you too, Billy. God damn it.
it's all in good fun. Fuck you guys.
I'm going home.
Other than that, yeah, I guess Tom's gonna upload that episode tomorrow maybe.
Hopefully tomorrow. I'm so swamped with life right now. It's just I have no time to do anything.
I feel like
and to top it off, and I want to change the logo, or want to like get some like different variations of the logo out there to see what you guys like. Not the fans, because we don't care what you guys like. I'm talking about these two, so they can see whether they like it, whether they want to change it or not. Because Alex is upset about his Night of the Living Dead type face on the original one. Kind of look like
actually, if you like, I don't know,
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I'm gonna move some Frankenberry.
Billy just said he's gonna go smoke a pack of cigars.
Pack of cigars. Go smoke some cigarettes. They're better for you.
On the topic of alcoholic beverages and cigarettes,
We weren't on that topic.
I know we weren't. I'm just fucking switching it up right now. So, anyways, guys, how's everybody? Before I like dive into fucking topics.
Are you actually asking how we're doing?
Yeah, how are you doing?
First time in Three Heads history that Paul's actually asking how we're doing. Go ahead,
Hey,
Alex, how you doing?
Alex. How you doing?
I'm alright, man. I'm a little tired.
Is that it?
That's about it. I had some Mexican food yesterday. Had some tacos.
Riveting.
Hey, you know what I'd like to point out? Alex eats a lot of tacos.
A lot of did you have any fish tacos?
No, actually, not this time.
No?
No.
Fish tacos are wings.
Some ceviche.
Ceviche tacos?
I had ceviche.
It's raw.
That's raw.
I wasn't as crazy about the ceviche, though.
Ceviche is supposed to be good.
Oh my
It
god.
depends. If you can pick up a nice chunk of raw fish and not be grossed out by the texture, then yeah, it's not bad.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
I like raw fish.
Yeah.
hello. Hey, raw
Hey.
fish is good for you. High in protein. I don't know. I got nothing. Tom, how are you?
I'm alright. Like I said, I've been
Living
tired.
life?
School hasn't even started yet.
I'm not in school though.
I know.
But I will be tired when school starts because I'm gonna have to fight a lot more traffic to get into work.
Are you still driving? No, before the summer.
I'm still driving, yeah.
No, nah, you know you're still.
I haven't
Shut
taken the license away yet.
Actually, hey, you're allowed to swear today. Are you going to?
Fucking right I am. I don't give a
there
shit.
you go. Here we go.
Fuck all
Alright.
you motherfuckers.
No, I was gonna say, are you still driving?
A car?
No,
School
your
bus.
wife,
Crazy?
your wife to work.
No. Well, I might once in a while because she's close by.
No. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Oh well, you know, whenever she needs a ride, I'll take her. She can drive, but if she doesn't want to drive, I'll drive her. I don't care.
All right, boys, let's get into it.
What are we getting into?
I don't know.
What is it, Paul? What is it, boy?
My head hurts. I
Your
don't know.
head hurts.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a headache.
My head
today.
hurts because I'm just thinking about Billy being associated with this podcast.
No one's ever gonna want to come on this show.
That's just the way I like it.
You know what the thing is? If we had a little more like soundproofing, so like able to like hit up barriers, there won't be that much echoing, and there would be a little bit better
It'll
with
be a lot better quality sound. You know what you should start buying?
what the
But
sponge.
No,
shit?
you know what you do? You go to,
We're talking about how to make podcasts better, folks. So if you're listening in right
Or
now,
anything
I have a
that you
tip.
record.
yeah, I have a tip. You go to Costco. Now, what you're gonna do at Costco, and for those of you, I don't know what you guys have in the States. Price Club,
It used to be Sam's Club.
Sam's Club, Price Club,
Is
whatever.
Sam's Club still running in the
No.
States?
no,
In the
surpri-
States.
no,
It's
it's
Price Club.
Actually, we don't even have anyone to confirm.
They had.
Sean's muted us because he has to read. I don't know, Sean. If you
He
are
has to
listening,
read what?
I don't know what he's doing. He says I'm doing homework, so I'm going to mute.
Homework.
Yeah. Listen, hey. Oh fuck, Sean. If you're.
Okay, you know what? Whatever. Anyway,
guys,
it's like
we
a store.
Have Google.
Okay,
I'm
listen.
not gonna Google anything
Listen,
right now. I don't
shut
really
up.
care.
Yes, there is Sam's Club.
Fuck.
Okay.
Can I talk? So basically, what you would do is you'd go to one of those places like a Sam's Club or a Price Club where you get like a lot of stuff for like a cheap price, like bulk stuff for cheap prices. So
They
you
have
go and
soundproofing
buy
there?
no, you go and buy eggs, like the big, huge container of eggs. You know it's like you get like 24 eggs or 36 eggs in like one thing. You buy a whole bunch. Wait. You buy a whole bunch of eggs. Obviously, you eat the eggs, right? And then you use the containers because you know it actually helps with the sound as well. And you just stick them on your wall.
Yeah.
With super glue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or with tape.
I'm putting egg cartons on my fucking walls now.
It'll look great.
And glue.
Glue.
I'd rather get the sponge.
The sponge. Where are you gonna get the sponge from? You gonna go buy it?
You can get soundproofing for pretty fucking cheap. It's possible. I
Well,
think it is.
well, why don't? Yeah, okay. Well, why don't you go and spend your money and get us a soundproofing stuff?
Well, I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to do something next week. I don't fucking know. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen.
Alex is so disinterested
People
in this
think that I eat
podcast.
too many chocolate
Oh
bars.
my god. Alex is so disinterested in this podcast. He's looking up sweaters.
Hey,
Hey, Alex.
deals at Sport Check this week.
Alex, can you do me a favor? Can you post
Yeah.
something on Instagram? Something along the lines of "fuck you and listen."
Fuck you and listen.
Hey,
That's
you.
a good way to get viewers and listeners. Fuck you, just listen.
Hey, listeners, viewers, just listening to our podcast about nothing.
Literally. Actually, you know what? You didn't. Should I rename last week's podcast? Because we didn't rename it yet.
I didn't rename it because I didn't have a chance to. Usually I rename it on YouTube and then I put it up on Instagram like shortly
Yeah, because
after.
I'm waiting to see what your title is. That's why.
Why don't you title it one of these days? Huh?
I titled all the last fucking ones. Okay, anyways, this
all
is all
the
logistics.
last ones, the last two.
This is all logistics here. Yeah, okay. This is what I'm gonna jump to, boys and girls, children of all
jump
ages.
to?
We're jumping to legal drinking age. Okay, hold on. European families. If you're European,
11.
yeah, you start drinking at a young age. I'm not saying
Like
like fucking
drinking hardcore.
yeah, I'm not saying chugging and stuff.
We're doing
but
shots.
but would you? My question is, would you? One, what age did you have your first drink? Two, would you let your kids drink at a young age?
You're asking me now?
Yeah,
The
you're.
first-
I guess you're.
I'm the only one paying attention, Alex.
Well,
I'm posting on the podcast Instagram
Tech-
like I've just been asked.
hold on a second.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Technically, me and Tom would be about the same age, I would
I'm
think.
basically still a child. I can't
No, I
really
mean
try
when
to-
it came to drinking.
You don't know what age you are?
No, when it came to drinking, what?
You heard it here, folks. He doesn't know what age he is. How old
You heard
are
it here, forks.
You heard it here, forks.
Fuck.
Which reminds me, I'm kind of hungry. Actually, no, I'm not.
We're always
Forks. But no, what age did we drink? What age
Did
did we
we
have
start
like
drinking?
not drink, maybe
Like have a beer like
maybe
in
a
front of
beer.
family, or
Yeah.
you're talking
Like,
about
even,
like
like, a little
at
bit.
friends.
no
houses.
beer with family.
I don't know, like 17, 18.
No.
Was
Really?
it
That
earlier?
old? Must have been early. I would have thought like
When the heck-
16.
Hold on.
Side note, wait, before you booze hounds go talking about your childhood endeavors, what's the name of that little fairy in Zelda, the Legend of Zelda, that yells at you?
Hey, listen. What? No, I don't know.
Shit, okay.
Fair.
Just put Legend of Zelda. They'll know. Anyway. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it was like 16, 17, 18, something like that. I don't know.
No, it had to have been. It had to have been younger because I
No,
remember.
you actually had a beer when you were younger
not
than
a
that?
full fucking beer.
You mean like your first
like
sip?
like a few sips.
My first sip was probably when I was like 3 or 4 years old. Our dad gave us like a sip of beer when we were kids just to try it. Obviously, we didn't like it at that time, but then our tastes, adapted, and we like it.
Okay. So would you let your kid have a swig of beer?
What are you, crazy? Of course. Why not?
It kind of sounded like you were gonna say no.
No, well, why? Like, I mean, okay, at like 3, 4 years old, you give them like a little taste of beer. You're not gonna like, okay, here you go, kid. Open your gullet and just take it all the way down. Glug, glug, glug.
Okay, the reason why I ask is because they think that exposing your kids to beer at a younger age or alcohol actually helps with not them becoming fucking alcoholics when they get older.
Well, that helped me.
You're an alcoholic. Alex, when did you have your first swig of alcohol? Just a swig, not
First
even
swig
like
of alcohol.
like
Supervised?
supervised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Why, you had it unsupervised? Tell me, who did it?
Your mom is listening right now.
That I know.
Mommy.
I don't know. I think I was like, I don't know.
He
I
wants,
have
he
no
wants to be
idea.
modest. He doesn't want to really say.
Well, because when I was a kid, I mean, sometimes like an uncle or a grandfather lets you have a sip of their beer or something.
Yeah, but is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I thought you meant
I
like
was
hardcore
I
drinking.
might have been
No.
like,
Oh, what the fuck?
like,
Oh, why'd that go off?
What is that?
It was my phone. Okay.
um,
Alright.
Wow. Production
I don't know,
problems
I think I
all
was,
around
I was
everyone.
probably close to 10, like 8, 10.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Probably.
Who gave it to you?
I have no idea.
Okay, but now let's say, when did you have your first beer with family?
Like 16, 17, something like that.
14, 15? Like 15.
Really? How the fuck did you get it at 15? We got it at a later age.
We had more strict parents.
No. His dad's fucking
Actually,
His dad is really strict.
you know what? No, maybe 16. 16
The
sounds
ball
about right.
busters, what do
'Cause
you
on my 16th
He doesn't listen to
birthday,
the show, so I can say whatever I want.
my dad and I used to bug him all the time when we'd have like family friends over or neighbors over. They'd come over to the house and they'd be like, "Oh, let's make." I don't know. They'd want to drink.
wait, I
they'd make B-52s, and I'd be like, "Hey, why don't you make me one?" B-52 is like a.
It's like milk.
Yeah, it's a really tame shot. It has like Bailey's and Kahlua in it.
I have a question for Alex, though.
I got a good one.
Have you
after
ever
this.
had, like, did your dad ever sit you down, you know, have a beer with him? Have you ever actually sat down and had a beer with your dad, where it's like he's getting all emotional? He's like,
No.
"Son, you're growing up. Here, have a sip of this." No, never.
No, we
No, that never happened with us either. That's the difference between. I think that's the difference between, like, you know, Munja Cake dads. And by Munja Cake, I mean, like, you know, pure Canadian or pure American, non-European families. They don't do that. They just kind of, like, you know, give you the beer, like the sips of beer when you're younger, and you kind of just go with it from there. But like the American or like the Munja Cake parents, they're always like. It's like a big deal for them. You know, the dads, they sit down with their like 15, 16-year-old son and share a beer together. It's a big deal.
And the kid has to pretend they haven't already had a bunch of beer before.
Pretty much. They have to pretend they're not an alcoholic.
Okay, this is what I was gonna say. Where is that fucking country? Oh man, sweet.
Hey, shout out the What It Do podcast. Liked our photo again earlier.
What it do? Wait, I want to know What It Do podcast. Okay, if you guys are actually listening, I want to know if you guys are actually
casting?
listening.
You listening?
not
or
right now.
casting?
No, they liked our
They like all
posts
of
and
our
stuff like
photos.
that.
They're
So
awesome.
I just want to know if you guys actually listen. If you guys can post on Instagram if you actually do listen, because I'll be honest, I haven't listened to any of your stuff yet. I think we should, because you know they're fans of ours,
yeah.
more or less. So I hope.
I love you guys.
But thanks for the love, guys.
Oh, cool. And there's another
Almost.
the
almost
Almost
30?
30 podcast liked us too. Almost 30 is a weekly podcast about when shit gets real.
It's kind of what we do, except ours is just off the wall and not very well organized.
No, we just go all over the place. Okay, this
Balls
is
to the wall. We should be wait.
nope.
How about this?
You
Our
just said it
catchphrase should be balls to the wall. Podcast.
How about dicks to the tip?
Dicks to the tip? Yeah, that's exactly what it should be. No, it's balls to the wall because we just talk about whatever.
We talk about balls on walls.
Yeah.
That's what
something to that effect.
Okay, so anyways, back on topic. So you said that you were what, 16? Full beer.
I'd say 16.
About 16, 17 maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so Alex, I know that you're not like set to having kids yet. I know that you're still in school and you're still like doing your thing.
Still a long ways away from
Not
that.
school, but getting your masters and shit, right?
Yeah, man.
Jesus, all kinds of school for this guy.
Yeah. Listen, this is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
When you have kids, do you think you'd let them have alcohol? Like, I mean, like as just a swig, just a little taste on the lips, and like go to town. No, I don't know. What do you think? Would you?
Absolutely not, Paul. The legal drinking age in this country is 19. I would never let my kids drink before that.
If you can't see what Alex is doing right now, he's shaking his head yes and agreeing with the law.
He's
By
not shaking his head. He's nodding his
Let's think
head.
in a theoretical scenario where
Okay, no. Listen,
Where-
the reason why I say
Such
this.
a nerd.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Okay, the reason why I say it is because, they think that kids aren't kids that don't have have a taste of alcohol at a younger age or is introduced to it tend to go fucking nuts.
What
Like
do
I
you
said,
mean nuts?
like I mean they start when they go to college. They go to college.
You put it on the pedestal.
Yeah, it's a forbidden fruit to them. So they go to college, they go to university, whatever, and then they have beer.
Wait, that's if they do drink a little
If
bit
they
at
don't.
a young age, or they don't.
If they don't, I'm saying.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're saying should we or shouldn't we? I'm right now. I think it's because we're part of a European family, and I don't know if you've looked at if you guys are watching right now. Most of the drinking limits in Europe, there isn't
hardly any drinking
Yeah.
limits. Yeah,
You can buy beer at 16, 17, 18, but there is really no limit to purchasing. There's a limit, but to actually drink, there's no limit. For actually every fucking country.
Let's be honest,
except
in,
Serbia.
Yeah, in
and
Europe,
Slovakia, which is kind of weird
It's a
because
lot more lax over
yeah, it's a little bit more relaxed. They here, you see, in the States and in Canada, we're too high strung, and the government is trying to like put restrictions on everything for all kids and stuff like I mean you got to be a little bit more relaxed because what happens is they're worried about kids drinking a lot like at a young age. Stop licking your lips and
I don't know.
but you know what I mean, like I mean they want them to not drink at such a young age, but then you know what happens when these kids get older,
Yeah, they
because
go
of all these
fucking
restrictions,
nuts.
not even older, but like even at 15, 16 years old, they abuse alcohol because they're not
Okay.
they're not exposed to it as much
They weren't
in a
into it.
positive way though, like you know, trying it as a kid a little bit, having a sip, it's not going to do anything. But if you're exposed to it in the sense that your parent is an alcoholic, that's a whole other issue.
That's a new ball game right over there.
I know a lot of girls who from the age of like 11, 12, their parents would let them have a glass of wine for dinner, and they said that that's why they think that they didn't really go crazy once they hit 19 or anything, because like they were always exposed to it gradually, so it wasn't really a big deal for them.
Yeah, and then the kids that weren't end up becoming fucking
Those are the ones that are
fucktards.
doing Jaeger bombs.
Now, let me just tell you guys something. This is my philosophy. This is a Tom philosophy on drinking. Hold on, no,
I'm not.
this is serious
I'm
shit
laughing
right here.
because I
So
want to hear
this
this.
is serious.
If Paul has an opinion, it'll be a Paulosophy.
So this is a Tomolosophy on drinking like when you're kids. So fine, if you want to give your kid a sip of like beer or whatever at 3, 4, 5 years old, whatever, that's fine. You want to let him have a beer at 16, as long as you're there, you're supervising him or her, that's fine too. No body shots. No body shots until you're at least of legal age, because when you do body shots, shit gets crazy and you like people are like taking shots off you. Whoa, who was that? Was that a guy? Was that a girl? You know, you don't know what's going on, right? So no body shots.
Girl?
Yeah, was that a tongue? You know, was that a penis? Like, just no body shots until you're of legal drinking age. But everything else, I think, is kosher.
Well, on the topic of drinking, would you sit down your kid and have a beer with them?
At what age?
Listen,
whatever.
son, you're
At a
getting
young
older
age.
now.
I mean, like not maybe
There's a lot you gotta learn.
maybe closer
about
to
this
to
You know, a lot of people out there. Sorry, go on.
just maybe closer to like 18.
Of course, I think I would. I don't know if I would actually sit down and have a beer with him and talk to him about life. Oh, you're a man now, son. You know, and you're gonna be the man of the house soon. It's like, no, it's just I'll let him have a beer and I'll keep an eye on him. That's all it is. One beer, that's it. It's not gonna hurt. The kid's not gonna go driving.
Don't you cry no more.
What the fuck?
Gee, what the fuck is the matter with you?
It's stuck in my head. That was
Oh.
I had a good chuckle about
You
that.
cunt blasters.
Okay, so weed is gonna be. I know we've talked about the weed topic.
We have.
It's one of our popular episodes. Popular being a relative term.
Weed is going to be probably legalized next year. Probably.
Yeah!
Go
This is
Canada.
based on no fact.
Justin
This
Trudeau!
is just guessing. But he's probably
Love
Yeah.
that
somewhere in
hair.
the ballpark. He's got great hair.
basically, what I'm gonna say next is because weed is gonna be legal.
Our country's
What?
doing
No,
rich.
fuck that. My kid's not touching weed, even
Yeah,
if it is legal.
Last week you were saying, yeah, fuck kids who smoke drugs and do.
I wasn't saying fuck anything. I wasn't allowed to swear last week.
You were just saying smoke weed every day.
No, but not okay. But we didn't say when to smoke weed. I'm not
Okay,
saying
so
when you're 3 years old.
hold
Here
on,
you go,
hold
son. Toke up.
Yo, look, we're saying right now that weed is gonna be legal. You gonna let your kid Are you gonna let your kid smoke a blunt at home? I mean, when they hit legal age of purchase at 19, which is probably gonna be what the legal age of smoking marijuana is gonna be anyway.
Will I let him or her do that? I have no idea. I don't know. Because alcohol is so mainstream and marijuana right now is not as mainstream. It's more, you gotta buy from a drug dealer kind of thing, right?
Not really. You can go to Yo, I'm gonna tell you, if you come to Canada, there are dispensaries practically every corner.
Yeah, but what are you gonna buy? You have to have a thing from.
It's got to be medically.
You have to have a medical.
No, you don't. That's
what
why
the fuck is the matter with you? What,
Yo,
are you serious?
That's why they're getting shut down left and right.
No.
Look at no.
No.
Because they come in, they got the security cameras, and someone's like, "Hey man, I don't have a prescription. Can I buy weed?" And they're like, they're nodding their head yes, but they're like, "Absolutely not. You cannot buy any marijuana
What
without
do
a
you mean?
prescription. I'm going to the back to take out the trash now. Please don't follow me."
Yeah, but you know what? That's what it is. It ends up being a forbidden fruit like
like fruit.
alcohol. No?
Yeah, but
Beer's a
like I
wonderful
said,
fruit.
Oh, hold on.
it's still not as mainstream. It hasn't been mainstream for long enough yet. For me
Okay.
to say yeah, okay, or no, or
In
whatever.
100 years, it'll be common.
Yeah, in 100 years it'll probably be very common. But right now, I'm not sure. He stumped me for the first time in the show. He stumped me. I have no idea.
Okay, this is what I was gonna say. What do you, Alex? Because you're more
You're hip.
You're hip. You're cool. You're
You're
young.
with it.
Yeah, I'm hip.
What age does what age? Okay, I know alcohol kills brain cells, but it also helps in promotion, which is kind of funny.
It helps
In
what?
in promotion of brain cells in small amounts.
I
I'm
don't
not
think it
saying
actually kills brain cells
No,
if you drink like moderate amounts.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it
if
helps
you drink
promote.
like you're a fucking fish.
I'm kind of being on a positive. It promotes brain cell growth. Drinking a little bit. I'm not saying go nuts and
So
go,
does heroin, just in small amounts, though.
no, but I was gonna say
Anything in
at what-
excess is bad. If you eat too much, if you eat like 300 grams of protein a day and you can't stop shoving steaks into your mouth, you're gonna damage your kidneys. Like,
No, but I was gonna say, at what age does your brain stop? Not growth, but slow. What age does it slow down? To where it's harder to learn something. Like what age?
Obviously 30, because you're just
Shut the fuck up, man.
it's relative.
Because if you smoke,
He is my relative, yes.
because
No.
if you smoke weed at a young age, they say it stunts learning, your learning abilities.
It
So
might. But
that's what they say.
But were there studies actually done on this?
hold on, I'm not saying that the studies were done. I'm just saying this is what they're saying.
They don't wanna-
They're trying to prove it, but they won't be able to until
So
there's
here's my thing. Okay, I know I'm kind of getting a little bit off topic, but they want to test and do tests on marijuana and all this stuff. They don't want to test anabolic steroids to see what the long-term effects are, because apparently there are people out there that want these tests to be done for anabolic steroid. Okay, I'm not saying I'm an anabolic steroid, whatever, right? But I'm saying
roid rage.
yeah, I guess that's why I'm so angry. But
All the time.
what I'm saying is that they don't want to do tests on anabolic steroids to see the long-term effects of it, but they want to do tests on marijuana to see the long-term effects. Isn't that the same thing? Like, I mean, marijuana in excess is bad. Steroids apparently in excess is bad as
So
well.
is- so are cigarettes.
Steroids, I guess, have been linked to death.
Cigarettes are also bad.
Marijuana,
You
not
can
so
get
much.
cancer from marijuana, can't you? Smoking.
You can get
smoking
cancer
all
from
that?
lighting anything on fire and inhaling it. Technically,
Pretty much.
Well, I don't know, but
But-
no, they're using marijuana for fucking. I know this is back on the marijuana trip. Man,
Love that marijuana. My
they
girlfriend
use
Mary
it-
The
Jane.
They-
gateway.
Don't tell my wife.
they use it for treatment, not for.
Yeah, but no.
You know what I saw a video about? The instead of giving,
Mhm.
it wasn't a kid. I think it was somebody who was going through chemo, whatever it was. and they had cannabis oil
Yeah.
instead of
Yes.
smoking it. It's this little jar. It looks like olive oil almost. Probably not olive oil, but it's an oil.
It's a skunky olive oil.
And you like dip your finger into the oil. Like you just ingest some of the oil
Yeah.
orally, and you get the same feeling. And there's some guy who's never tried it before. I don't know if he'd ever even tried weed before. It was a short video, and he was like, "Oh my god, I feel like I'm being hugged right now by my highness." And like he had like 1/10 of the dose that someone who might be going through chemo is taking, and like it hit him. It sounds like a much cleaner way to.
Well, that's
get
what they
benefits out of
use.
it.
I mean, okay, smoking marijuana they use more for like the old
Glaucoma.
adage, glaucoma. Everybody who has glaucoma,
got glaucoma.
They get weed and they smoke it. But for cancer, no, it's usually cannabis oil that they use.
Yeah, but I'm
to
just
get them
saying.
to eat and all this stuff.
So like you get like, you know, if you look at the list of shit that gives you cancer, everything gives. Living life gives you cancer.
Speaking into these microphones could give us cancer.
That's true.
From the moment you're born, you have an increased risk of developing cancer.
Looking
than you
at
did
Alex,
before you
I'm
were
probably
born.
gonna get eye cancer sometime in life.
Hey, come on, man! I'm not that old.
Hey, all right, but no.
Sexy.
Off that tip,
Sexy cancer.
we we jump from alcohol to weed, and I know.
And then to cancer.
Back to alcohol
natural
though.
cycle.
Would you because your kid is, let's say you have your kid, 18,
Right.
going off to college. Let's say they're not staying in city.
Oh, they will. They're not going anywhere.
Let's say they're not staying.
They
in
are
city.
staying at home with mommy and daddy.
Let's say they're not staying in city. Would you give them a 12 or
I would-
24 pack? To
I
go
wouldn't
to
even
college?
answer that question because they're staying at home.
Okay, hypothetically.
Is that a word?
No.
Now it is.
Hypothetically. Okay, hypothetically, would I give them a 6-pack or
No,
or
a
2
24, yeah, to bring to college so that at least they
A
have
2
some kind of
is
alcohol with
for
them.
those of you who don't know, it's a 24-pack of bottled beer,
Two
a
full.
case.
I would.
Why the hell would I do that?
I'll pay for your tuition, but you.
I'd be like, dude, I'll help you with your tuition. I'll help you with your expenses. I'll try to as best I can. But get your own damn alcohol, goddammit.
No, but I
think
mean,
I have money. Then this little bastard's gonna be hitting me up for like, oh, Dad, can you send me some money? I'll say, what for? For food. Really? Are you sure? Or is it to cover your alcoholism? You sick little bastard. Let him buy his own. Let him get a part-time job on the side and let him buy his own. Or her.
sometimes I love these. I love the special effects sometimes. There's only like 2 that I use.
I just got a text, because we harp on Billy a lot because he started smoking cigars, and he texts me.
What was he texting? Stop
No,
making
no, no.
fun of me, fucker. I hate you
texts
guys.
me, he goes, "Oh, okay." He said he was kidding, but he goes, "Cigars aren't bad. You can't get cancer from cigars." So I just answered, "Seriously? Read a book." And then he said, "I'm kidding."
No, I don't think he was kidding.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think he was. I
No,
probably
he's
just
kidding.
didn't get that.
Come on, we weren't talking about it.
You can get
He
throat
also
cancer, you
said,
get mouth cancer, you get
tell
tongue
Paul
cancer,
to
you
look at
get.
the comments.
I am
Jizz
looking at
cancer.
the comments. Billy said because we were talking about Europe, because Europe and Greece need the money, so they encourage young kids
Okay,
to
can-
drink.
yeah.
That's actually kind of funny. It might be true.
Can I say something? No. But it's always been like that. It hasn't been. It hasn't just. It wasn't just. It didn't just start now. It's
Well-
always been like that.
Well, when you go to, that's those are the noises I'm making. When you go to, when you end up going to like bars and shit, who are the people that are most plastered at bars? White kids.
Where?
I mean,
Oh,
like,
anywhere? You mean like
anywhere.
here?
Yeah, white
Yeah,
kids.
usually
I believe
white-
that's
usually
where the
white people.
phrase "white girl wasted" came from.
Yeah, because
Is
like, hey,
Then they go out and get some poutine.
I was there was this one time I was I was like 19. I was legal drinking age at the time, and I ended up, I don't know what it was. I went to
Oh, when you had that.
what?
when
No,
you-
not
Not
that.
that one?
No.
Okay.
I was with a bunch of guys. We were at a party,
Yeah, you were.
and one of the guys ended up bringing out
His dick?
no, a 20-year-old bottle of Crown Royal.
20-year-old. Yeah,
Yeah.
but was okay.
It
I
was
have
closed.
a question.
It was
no,
closed.
fine. It was closed, but was it like it was actually 20 years old, or was it?
It was a 20. Yeah.
No, wait. It was actually 20 years old that they've aged, or
They've aged.
Okay. So my question to you is:
It was good.
What was it?
Okay.
I was gonna say because this I don't know whose it was. I think it was his dad's because I never saw the guy ever again after that.
So his dad probably killed him and hid and dumped the body somewhere.
His dad's what?
His dad's Crown Royal.
Oh.
20-year-old aged. They bought it 20 years ago
20 years
and they haven't opened it.
Yeah, and
I
this
would have
kid-
shot my son right
Well,
there.
if you buy it in the bottle, it doesn't really age the same way, does it?
No, it doesn't.
You
But
usually
have to
age
leave
it
it-
in like an oak cask or something.
No. If you leave it in bottle in a cool area where the temperature
cool and dry.
and it doesn't change, leaving it in that area actually it ages well.
Oh.
It's all alcohols. Here's a little lesson for you kids. All alcohols, if you have it in a cool and dry area and you want to age it, after about 10 years, any alcohol will taste fucking great, minus wine.
Nice and smooth.
It has to be
unless it has like cream in it, like Bailey's. Or
yeah, you
No,
know
no.
limoncello.
If
Okay,
you kids
so-
are stupid enough to do that, then let's leave some cream out for a while.
So, but the
Drink
reason
that.
why I say it because I had this bottle of wine, not bottle of wine, bottle of God, I'm
Oh,
fucking
you double fisted that bottle of Crown?
Whiskey, Scotch.
the Crown.
The Crown Royal.
And it tasted fucking amazing. It was
That was the story.
And that's the end of the story. And I never saw that guy ever again. That was
I
the
told
end
you,
of
his
the story.
dad probably shot him and like hid the body somewhere.
Would you kill your kid if you did that?
If I had Scotch, okay, if I had let's say I had like a thing of like 20 or 30-year-old Scotch,
Like a
Okay,
nice,
hold
like
on
a
a
nice
second.
Johnny Walker
You-
Blue.
no,
Hold on.
like
You
a
had
Glenlivet
you had
or something like that,
or you
something
had-
really crazy.
Or you had a black label that you had in a perfect spot that was already aged to it's 8 years, right? No, it's not 12.
I think
no, it's
Black
12.
Label's 12.
Yeah,
12
so
or
from
more.
12, and then you left
Well,
it
what's
for
blue?
another.
Blue's
Blue is
more,
18, 20.
Blue is 20, I
Somewhere around
think.
there. Blue's
So you left the black label for another 8 years. You didn't touch it. You put it in a nice spot where you knew that the temperature wasn't going to fluctuate as much. And your kid took that bottle, and he went off with his friends, and he went for a drink, and he opened a over 20-year-old bottle of just anything. Really.
You know, I know this is a hypothetical question, but my blood's actually kind of boiling just thinking about it. I would gather his friends around. I would say to them, guys, you each owe me about $300, and if you don't give it to me, you will watch me beat my son in front of you.
We don't condone beating kids on
No,
this.
I don't either,
he'd
but
be
I mean-
probably in late 18, 19 years
Oh,
old.
I would lay in him. He's an adult. I will beat the shit out. His voice will change different octaves and whatever the like yell at whatever
Octaves?
octaves
Octaves.
Can you say is octaves? a word?
octane like gas.
No, octaves.
Anyway, he will be singing like a canary. Daddy, I'm sorry. And he'll be like, and I'll be beating the shit out of him and be like humming. Oh, he would get the beating of his life.
Oh my
I would never condone something like that. If your father or your mother or your whatever, your guardian has something for like 20 years or has a good thing of like, alcohol, do not touch it.
Yeah, that's
Ask.
yeah.
They'll say no, but at least you asked.
I
Alex?
was gonna say, have you ever gotten drunk? Like I've got one drunk
Got
story.
Drunk?
I mean like piss drunk. I mean like to the point of no return. You're just like you're fucked.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Alex. You go first. I have a few doozies.
I got one doozy and that was
I got sick once from drinking. It was soon after I turned 19. Actually, it was a couple months after, or a month after I turned 19. My 19th birthday, my friends were feeding me shots left and right, and I was fine.
Yeah.
Which I thought was odd because I figured first time I was actually drinking, I thought I would be gone, but I was fine. This was it was about a month after that. Yeah, we went out, a bunch of friends of mine. We got bottle service, so it was us and a couple of girls there too. So they got 2 bottles, vodka for the
rich
girls,
motherfucker.
rum for the guys.
Couldn't afford that shit.
No, it wasn't a lot. It was once you split it, there were like 6 of us. Once you split it, it was like $40 per person or something, or less. I don't even remember.
Oh my god.
So they gave us like when you ordered it, they gave you
for
like
2 shots.
a couple of bottles. No, we got the full bottle.
No, but I'm saying
And,
each person gets like 2 shots. What are they gonna get out of it?
No, there was quite a bit.
Okay, anyway,
split,
go ahead.
Amongst us.
Go ahead.
So there was they gave us Sprite and juice and things like
juices
that
and cranberry
on the
and
side
whatever, right, yeah.
as well. But you don't mix rum with orange juice. You mix rum with Coke.
Yeah, because it's a weird taste if you do it with orange juice and all
Yeah.
that. If fruit juices.
We were doing stupid things like that, but it was just because we were still. Who really likes?
Well, people do.
Some people
mix
like
it
the taste
like
of
that,
rum
but-
on its own, but we were like, ooh, let's add juice.
Yeah, let's add juice so it'll be tolerable, so we can get fucked up
So-
faster.
So we finished that, and the girls were slow on their vodka, so we had a little bit of that.
So you guys double fisted? Grab the vodka.
we had a little bit of that as well. And then it was around 12:30, and I'm most guys get liquid courage when they get drunk.
Yeah, they do.
I'm the opposite
yep.
of that. Once I start,
Well, you fell asleep?
no. Once I start getting a little bit of a buzz, I start getting really self-conscious about how I probably look and feel and act in front of other people. So
Really?
I tend to get a little bit more quiet. And
Your inhibitions have,
Yeah, I get
have
quiet
getting...
too.
my inhibitions heighten when I drink. I'm more likely to do stupid, silly things when I'm dead sober. So I looked at my watch. It was 12:30, and I was in the morning. And I figured, okay,
You were
I'm-
plastered by 12:30?
not
Yeah,
plastered, but
nothing.
I could feel it. I could feel it to the point where walking in a straight line would have been a little bit off. My coordination was a little bit off. So I said, okay, now is a good time to stop because I'm going to be going to bed, and I'll probably be in bed in 2-3 hours, and I don't want to feel like crap tomorrow. I thought, again, now my thought process was compromised, so I thought, what's a great way to sober up? We didn't have water, and I was too lazy to go find the waitress to ask her for some. I said, but we have orange juice.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
orange juice is great because it has electrolytes. It's good for you.
It has a lot of acid.
So I
too.
started double fisting cups of orange juice, thinking that it would sober me up a bit, so I would come back down to a nice.
Yeah,
but the
the
sugar.
Exactly. Rum is made from sugar. Rum is all sugar. Orange juice is mainly sugar. Not
You
to
add
mention
sugar on top of
however
sugar?
much Sprite and stuff we were drinking on top of that.
You were fucking blowing chunks.
Within about half an hour, I
That's
started
hilarious.
feeling a little bit off, so I went to the washroom, and my buddy saw me too, so he came in there with me, and
You guys go to the glory hole?
no, I was standing by an open window, and it just, I guess my blood sugar spiked from all the sugar, and then it just dropped, and I was so tired, I was about to pass out. I was standing by the window because the cold air felt nice.
Yeah.
And he
Always
was like,
does.
"Hey man, do you want to go outside?" And I hadn't thrown up for 10 years since then. I hadn't
Oh,
thrown
the
up since I was a
10-year
kid.
throw-up streak.
So I had a long streak going, and I had a feeling that I was gonna lose it, and I didn't want to go outside on the main street because I didn't want to be that guy who throws up on a public street and
And
everybody's,
everybody's like,
and everybody's judging.
ew.
And I was already in a washroom, so I was like, "No, I'm all right. Let me just I like the window." So I was just standing
Like
by
the
the window,
window.
and I had my eyes closed. I don't know how long
that's
my
even
eyes.
worse.
I don't know how long my eyes were closed, because it could have been. It felt like 10 seconds. It might have been 5 minutes. And he was like, "All right, dude, you're sweating balls. Let's go outside." I was like, "Okay, let me just. I gotta go to the washroom real quick." So I went into one of the stalls and I sat down. I spent the next 2 hours sitting on the stall.
Oh
I sat
my
down.
God.
And I still had the presence of mind to put paper because I want to protect my butt, my booty. And I sat down. And I was like, "All right."
Were you
oh.
bare ass on there? Or you
No,
wearing
I
pants?
put paper down.
But were you
No,
wearing pants, or you're like,
No, I went
you were
bare
sitting
ass.
to take a shit?
I had to poop too, so it was a twofer. But I put
You
paper
heard it
down.
here first, folks.
And I sat down, and I was like, "All right, sitting feels okay." And then real quick, all of a sudden, it just came back up, and I didn't get up and turn over into the bowl or anything. I just turned over to my side, just onto the floor, and I got a little bit on my shirt, not a lot, like just a
alright.
little bit on the shirt. I think I had like a speck on the bottom of my jeans by the shoe. I didn't
Aw.
really get a lot on me. It was mostly on the floor. But by that point, I was so drained, I couldn't get up. Like, it was last call. The bar had the club had closed. It was 2:30.
And your friend's
And
like,
I was
Alex!
like, all right, man. He stayed in that washroom the whole time.
What a
He
nice
Wow,
spent
that's-
2 hours in there.
That's a nice friend.
Yeah, waiting for me, thinking that like I might pass out.
My
or
friends
something.
won't do that.
Oh yeah, I know.
No, I'm
He's a
kidding.
good
You
guy.
guys probably would.
So
If
then,
you're
yeah,
listening.
and I was just so drained. Like I had trouble walking down the stairs, and that was the only time I ever got sick. I've drank more than that night on multiple occasions, and I didn't feel anywhere near as bad. To this day, I blame the juice.
Well, no shit.
That's probably what
And
it
to
is.
this-
Sugar, closing your eyes.
Yeah,
Those are the stupidest things you can do when you're drunk.
I was
He was a novice. He had no idea.
I'm still a bit of a novice. I don't drink very often.
Well,
Oh, that's okay, sweetie. Anyway,
Yeah.
So
you
and
want-
to this day, I'm not really a big fan of rum.
I got-
rum kind of
can
upsets
I-
my stomach.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all you know. It's a long story.
Come on, can I tell you the story about? I'm not gonna use his real name. I'm gonna just call him Funny.
Okay,
Sure.
I think I know what this is
even I know who it is.
I think I know who Funny is.
You know Funny.
I know Funny. He's a good guy. Go ahead.
This was I can use I can use Justin's name because
Yeah,
it
you
was,
can use Justin's name. He didn't do anything
Our-
stupid that night.
So our we went. It was we were at a club. We had bottle service, whatever.
Fucking funny.
Oh, that funny. We had we had everything. We had the same thing as Alex had. We had two, but we had the missile bottles.
Was that for your birthday?
That was for Justin's birthday.
Oh, Justin's birthday.
So we ended up at this club. Blah
And
blah.
Funny
blah.
was there.
Funny was there.
Funny was there.
And I'm gonna tell you, every time Funny gets drunk, it's it's pretty
Like
funny.
a life or death situation.
It always is. But the first time I've ever seen him drunk, this was before this. First time I ever seen him drunk, he was doing math. He did calculus while he was drunk because
What?
he wanted to prove to everybody that he was sober.
Jesus
So he
Christ.
started doing calculus. And I was like, "That's great, Funny. You you keep it up, buddy."
You're the best, Funny.
So anyways, we had bottle service. We had the missile bottles, the big ass ones.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah.
Sit on 'em after?
We couldn't. We had to get rid of it. So we ended up getting other people that were around that also had like the regular bottle service to have some. But at this point, it was about 2 a.m. Our friend Funny, he he was sitting down on the couch area.
Uh-huh.
And then all we see him do is he ends up lying down. He lies on his side and he has his phone out, and he's playing with his phone. And we're like, what the fuck's going on, right? He's like, guys, I think I'm dying. Guys, we gotta get out of here. We're like, all right, Funny, what's wrong, man? What's going on? I called 911. I need an ambulance.
He called that. Oh yeah, he called 911. Oh my
He
god.
dialed.
What
Funny
an idiot.
dialed 911.
I'm waiting for you to mess up and actually
I'm
say his
never
name.
gonna say Funny's real name. He dialed 911 8 times, between 5 and 8 times. 911 dispatchers ended up calling his fucking house, calling the cops to send to his house, and say, "We've been getting calls from this number." So at this point, we end up going outside. Funny's like totally wasted. We're like, we brought him to an alleyway so he could try and throw up. We're like, throw up, man. Just throw up. You'll be fine. Funny was like,
man.
Funny's like, no.
It'll be so good.
Funny's like, no, please call an ambulance. So we end up calling 911. We're like, our friend is having an attack. We need an ambulance right away.
Yeah, a panic attack.
Yeah. So the ambulance comes. We wave them in, and we get Funny on the stretcher. the ambulance. We're all taking like selfies.
With the ambulance drivers, I remember.
With the ambulance drivers,
They're all
taking
giving them the
selfies,
thumbs up.
thumbs up, and like, hey. They asked.
How did they feel about? How did the
They were
paramedics feel about it?
They were laughing.
Okay.
They asked
Paramedics
him.
are champs.
They're like, hey, Funny, are you still with us? Are you allergic to anything? That night he was wearing white shoes, so they asked, are you allergic to black shoes? And he's like, no. So they ended up bringing him to the, hospital. We're like, who was still sober that night? Someone was still sober and was able to drive.
Maybe
so we
it was
drove.
Rovin.
No, Rovin was.
Justin definitely wasn't sober.
I was drunk. Everybody had something to drink. Someone didn't, and we ended up. Maybe was Ahmed there with us? I can't even remember.
Maybe Ahmed was.
Yeah. So, anyways, we ended up driving to the hospital, and Funny was waiting to be taken in and whatever.
Jesus Christ. What a waste of hospital resources.
2 minutes later, his dad calls saying the police were at our house. we had 911 was dialed several times, and where are you guys? And he called. He ended up calling Justin because Justin, Funny was supposed to stay over at Justin's.
Justin's after, yeah.
Yeah, so he ended up saying, "Oh, we're in the hospital. He's not feeling well. We're just getting him looked out after." So his dad ends up saying, "Okay, I'm gonna come down there and see Funny and see what's going on." So
Jesus Christ.
that night ended. That was a fucking laugh. And every time, you know what? Funny has been actually pretty good with his alcohol. Like he can drink and he's fine now. He's not
Good
not
for
like,
him.
He's not at that point where he
What
gets
a
like
waste.
plastered
Is he still
anymore.
allergic to black shoes?
That he actually no, I think he has black shoes now.
He has black shoes.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's not allergic to black shoes anymore. Good old Funny.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know what, you tell yours. I'm gonna tell mine. Mine is pretty.
Wasn't that yours?
No,
but he wasn't drunk.
Oh,
that
okay.
wasn't me being drunk. That was
So
that was
let me,
afterwards.
Okay,
That was
let
another
me
day.
just talk about mine real quick. So basically, friends of mine when I was about 19, 20 years old, we went to Mexico or something like that. So
Yeah.
obviously, when you go there for spring,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we didn't go. Sorry, we didn't go for spring break. We actually went there for New Year's.
Wait, was this around like 2003, 2004?
Probably, yeah.
I remember you going on that trip.
Yeah. So this is after some careless dating on my part. We went to,
Cancun.
we went to Acapulco because Cancun they had a bad storm that
storm.
year and it ruined our hotel that we were supposed to go. Anyway, so basically what happened was we went out one night and in Mexico their clubs do not start until about midnight or after midnight. We
Yeah.
did as Canadians, as North Americans, we did not know this. Here, they usually get going around 10:30, 11 o'clock or something like that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So we got there around 10:30, and it was dead. This club, and it was supposed to be like one of the best clubs in not in Mexico, but like there in that area. So we're like, what the fuck, right? So we're like, okay, you know what, whatever. Let's just all get fucked up tonight, because basically in Mexico, what happens is you go, you pay a cover. It's like, I think it's like, you pay $100 or something like that, or just under $100, and you get all the drinks you want. Like it's just they just give you whatever you want.
I'm telling you right now, that would never happen.
No, here no.
No.
But you
I don't
you
think
pay quite a
anywhere,
bit of
really.
money. You pay the cover and whatever the drinks cost or whatever. So that's about $100.
Yeah, which is practically nothing because that's how much you'd end up spending the night anyway.
Yeah. So we went in. We were just drinking. Whatever. We met these guys. There was two brothers. They were twins, and they were kind of they're kind of feminine. Whatever. So they were just feeding us drinks. And they're feeding me the most drinks, and I was like I got sloshed completely. I passed out in the club, and this club is almost like an auditorium. There's like seating, and it's
and then there's like a big booth for the
Yeah.
DJ and shit.
So
it's like when you see those pictures you see when people go to Ibiza and shit. That's what kind of
Kinda.
shit. Yeah.
So I passed out, and my friends were trying to wake me up because the bouncer was walking by and he saw me sleeping apparently, and he said, no, you got to get this guy out of here, because obviously you're not allowed to pass out in a club, right? They don't want you to do that. So my friend woke me up and whatever, and after that I couldn't remember what happened. He kind of took me home as far as I knew. That night though, beforehand there was this really big girl that was kind of coming on to me. While we were sitting down having drinks. I think she was friends with... Okay, I'm not... Okay, when I was younger, I was kind of whatever. But anyway, listen. So we were sitting there drinking with the two brothers, the twin brothers, and there's friends of theirs around. This bigger chick that I didn't find attractive. I'll be honest, at the time I didn't find her attractive. She was hitting on me, right? And, whatever, I just kept on drinking. So anyway, fast forward to the next morning. My friends...
You're so eloquent with your words. This bigger chick.
Well, what do you want me to say? My friends were I woke up and I didn't know what happened. So they were saying, oh, I don't know, man. I was gonna come into the room, but I heard huffing and puffing and moaning and whatever, and I didn't know what was going on. So I said, screw it, I'll go sleep in, because we came with it was me and three other guys.
Yeah.
Me and one guy, one of my friends were in our room, and then. The other two guys shared rooms. So he goes, yeah, I had to go in their room and I had to sleep there because he goes, I guess you had a girl in there. And then he goes, when I walked in this morning, I saw her walk out, and it was that same girl that you saw, the big chick or whatever.
Big chick.
And apparently they threw condoms on the floor to make it look like something actually happened. And the whole fucking day they were saying, oh yeah, I don't know how you did that. And I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my god. What have I done to myself?
Like
was
you're
I protected? Because like a lot of the condoms were broken. So I was thinking, oh fuck, did I get this girl pregnant? What's going on? Oh my god.
Wait, hold on a second. Did they end up jizzing in the condoms?
No. I you know what? I wasn't.
That would have been.
That would have been
epic.
That would have been.
That
the
is
best.
dedication to the prank right there.
That would have been dedication to the prank. But no, they didn't do that. And that's the thing that caught me. I'm thinking to myself, but there's nothing in them, but they were broken. So I was thinking, oh shit, right? Like I broke them in it, you know. So I was freaking out the entire day.
Can I tell you something though? They broke them, and they probably were thinking, man, Tom must have a big Johnson for him to break. We'll break it so he makes it think that he's really, really big.
No, but my friend broke it, right? Like
At night he just snuck a little peek just to see.
Shut up, you fucking retard.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Yeah, he slipped it. My friend, again, perfectly, like he was like dedicated to that prank. He slipped it on my flaccid penis to like break the condom. That's exactly what he did. No, he just broke the condoms and he threw a bunch around to make it look like me and this chick had sex. So for the whole day I was like freaking out and whatever. And eventually, at the end of the night, they told me, we're just fucking with you. But I couldn't remember a fucking thing. That's what freaked me out. Like and since then, I think I did that again one other time on my birthday. I just puked all over my girlfriend's like grandmother's house, like from like everywhere, and she had to like throw me in the shower, and it was just disgusting.
I'm gonna end the podcast with my drunk story, my actual drunk story, because this happened when I turned 21.
Billy would kill his kid if he took his cigars. Billy, why did you text me shoelace?
He said.
Anyway.
What did he say before I start the story? Did you sleep with the chick? Laughing my ass off, Big Johnson. All right.
Yeah, baby, Big Johnson.
So I'm gonna finish off the podcast with my little story.
Then we can go have some meatloaf.
Yeah, gonna go eat some meatloaf.
And I'm gonna go and just go home because I'm exhausted.
Quick one. Then I'm gonna tell you the story. Turned 21. My friend wanted to take me out. We had a few drinks here before. So
yeah, you did. Woo!
Had maybe like 2 beers each, and then we went to a bar. We met with one other guy.
Anyway, go ahead.
It was with Justin.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to a bar. Ended up, I get
smash, bro.
I got fed drinks all night. They doubled up on my rum and Coke. Double shot rum with Coke. I was double fisting. I was basically sloshed. The night ends. It was about 2, almost 3 in the morning. Everyone's getting out. I'm fine at this point. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just a little bit tipsy, whatever. I end up going home, and I'm just like, I get home. It's warm in the house, and I'm just like, man, something's wrong. I'm like, I'm not feeling too good. I end up going up to the bathroom, and I thought maybe I had to just poo. Maybe it was just poo. Maybe it wasn't anything.
Poo usually helps.
And I tried pooing, but it wasn't poo.
It wasn't poo?
It was a double decker of poo and throw up at the same time. You ever get that? Where you're pooing and you're just like...
No,
I think when I was sick.
I'm really glad that I didn't.
Okay, so anyways...
That's not pleasant.
I ended
up...
up...
have something else. You gotta have a bucket in front of you as you're sitting on the toilet.
Well, I ended up cleaning myself up and then just throwing up for the rest of the night. So... I probably got home around 3:30, and from 3:30 to 6:30 in the morning, I was dry heaving the whole night. No, like, I was sober at this point. I was like, there's no alcohol in me. There's nothing. So basically what ended up happening, I ended up in Emerge.
Who took you? Dad took you?
Yeah, Dad took me. I ended up in emergency, and they thought it was alcohol poisoning, so they did a bunch of tests, checked me out, and... basically, what I ended up having was gastritis.
Yeah, because you drank so much and it fucked up with your large intestine or something like that.
So I ended up having gastritis.
Dad was probably like, as he was driving you to the fucking hospital, mother piece of shit.
And so,
drinking, right? Drinking. That's what you fucking get.
No, he wasn't mad. What was fun? The funny part about this story was that Justin called at about 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I was still at the hospital. Because when you're at the hospital for alcohol-related things,
No.
they don't give a fuck.
No, when you're at the hospital for anything, they don't give a fuck.
yeah,
They
they
Unless your
basically-
life is in immediate danger.
Yeah, they don't care. So
Unless you have a bullet in your head and they have to get it out.
Justin called and I didn't pick up. My mom ended up picking up.
Ooh,
And I like to point out
bad.
that everybody was scared of my mother.
Yeah.
He picks
We
up the
were
phone
scared
and he's
of our
like
mother.
hello. She's like,
Who's this?
who is this? It's Justin. Is Paul there? No, he's at the hospital. And from that, he's like, oh, okay. And then he hung up the phone because she knew that he was with me all night.
He was the one who did this to my son.
So I ended up calling him later and telling him. But
Justin's just a terrible influence.
actually, you know what was funny? That same night, Rovin wasn't with us that night. Rovin's one of my best friends. But he wasn't with us that night. He ended up
Roman done fucked up.
he ended up having gastritis as well, but he wasn't drinking. So that was kind of weird.
Oh, you guys, it's like you guys,
We're
your
like
periods
twins.
are like in sync too.
All of our periods, all 10 of them. You know what? We didn't. I know that's the end of our drunken stories. So kids, don't drink, overdrink. Otherwise, you'll be
can
retarded.
drink, it's
You can drink. Don't fucking be retarded when you drink, because it's really dumb.
Drink. It's a social lubricant. Just
One-
drink a little to get yourself loose. That's
one
it.
drink
Not
an
too
hour.
loose.
Even if you want to do 2 drinks an hour and sneak in a glass of water in between drinks, you'll be fine.
Because
Yeah,
what drinking does is it dehydrates you. So don't go and drink coffee to sober up.
Yeah, it
drink a
doesn't help.
lot of water. That's all you need.
Gatorade too. That'll
Yeah.
help.
Gatorade, water,
No
and,
orange
and,
juice.
and an aspirin
No
or Tylenol
juice.
before you go to sleep.
I want to point out that we didn't really get time to what?
Oh no.
What?
go on.
No, I was gonna say we didn't get time to talk about Colin Knapper.
That's alright.
Oh,
we can talk
Colin
about that another
Kaepernick?
time.
Kaepernick.
Who gives a shit about him? He's a football player. I don't watch football.
Fuck him.
He thinks he can.
He didn't want to stand during
He took a stand by sitting down. is basically what it is. There you go. That's our take on it. He took a stand by sitting down.
And that's the end of that
Before we head out.
topic. Fuck that topic.
Hello, Top. If you guys were listening,
Yeah.
hope you liked our stories.
Can we touch on all the good old hopefully
Hey,
all the
Halo Top, you
sponsors?
know what Halo Top should do? They should create an ice cream called Drunken Bastard.
And it's like their version of rum raisin.
Yeah, Drunken Bastard rum raisin. That's amazing. Shit, I just gave him.
You
I
heard
just
it here,
gave him
Halo
product
Top.
placement.
Hey, Halo
They can
Top.
put our faces on the ice cream.
just as us like just like making like a fucking
Drunk
drunk
face.
face. Actually, that would be pretty funny.
That is funny.
Halo Top, if you're listening, we love you. Hopefully, you come to Canada soon.
We don't love you because we haven't tried your stuff. We will love
We
you
just-
if you just
we
send
like
us some
you.
Stuff. We like you right now. You're kind of like a friend, but we're waiting to get to that next level where we get to feel your goodies.
If McDonald's is listening, we love your coffee.
Nah, it's all right.
Well, I love her. I love.
Also,
coffee.
McDonald's apparently very quietly rolled out a new recipe for their chicken nuggets months ago. They didn't really tell anybody, but the new chicken nuggets are apparently lower in calories and lower in sodium.
Oh wow!
And
Because they have less chicken in
Can
them.
you don't advertise everything for? They haven't paid us any money yet.
Yeah, but now they will.
They better.
They didn't even get. You know what? Send me some of those healthier chicken nuggets. I'll be happy.
Send me a coffee. I'd like to thank everybody for listening in on the show today. It was.
It was great fun, guys. Woo!
I love it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Thank you to all our followers on Instagram, Facebook. I don't know. Do we have Facebook?
I don't
we
really-
don't use it.
We don't really use it much.
So-
because I'm the only one who like uploads anything or like,
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud.
Yeah,
what else?
yeah.
Anything else?
No,
YouTube?
So download our shit.
you say
on,
YouTube?
Shut up. Yeah,
I
you
said
did.
YouTube.
Download our shit on iTunes,
Or
or we will come to your house and badger you.
and we'll talk about I don't know, wind. I don't fucking know. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. You've been great. I like stuff. Will you be?
Penis.
Okay, I'm
I'm
done.
having beer.
Penis.
I'm gonna go eat. Later, guys.
Penis.
Orange juice.